this week on Cruisin' New England. Vintage airplanes, antique trucks. This week we're cruising on the ground and in the air. I'm Paul Manette, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Cruisin' New England. Today we're in Rhode Island. We're going to have a look at some beautiful antique trucks and some vintage airplanes. All this and more on Cruisin' New England. All my life, I've been cruising New England, meeting great people, visiting amazing places, and discovering wonderful classic and custom car collections, nostalgic automobilia, and so much more. Come on and join our adventure. I'm Paul Manette. Let's go cruising. Find out what's happening. Get up-to-date information as I travel throughout New England and beyond. To get exclusive information and behind-the-scenes photos, join me on Facebook.
In the market for new tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. We beat anyone, any day. Online prices, we beat them. Wholesale clubs, other tire dealers, we beat them. No matter what the brand or the size, Town Fair Tire will beat any price, any day. And you always get all these services free. That's why nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Don't miss the Amherst Outdoor Antique Auto Show and Flea Market, Amherst, New Hampshire, the last Sunday of the month, April through October. Over 500 spots. Gates open at 6 a.m. with free admission.
Hi, I'm Jim Grundy, the old original from Grundy Worldwide Collector Car Insurance. We've been providing antique car insurance for 65 years, and now this year we have the latest and greatest state-of-the-art technology. Our new system allows you to go online on our website and get a quote in 2 minutes. If you like what you see, you can apply, plug in your credit card, and get your policy delivered to your email the same day. So for all your collector car insurance needs, try Grundy Worldwide.
Your special moments are something to remember. For weddings, portraits, and special events, contact Sparks Fly Photography.
Would you like to see more Cruisin' New England television? Now you can watch Cruisin' New England every day on our website television show. See past episodes featuring premier automobile collections, memorabilia, automobilia, and car shows. You'll see our visit with Charles Gould and his Matchbox Motors Microcar Museum, the Chevy Guy, John Broden's car collection and automobilia, and a whole lot more. Join us on our website television show at cruisingNewEngland.com. We're back, and I'm here with Walter Congdon.
Paul, welcome to RICONN Historical Airfield.
Now, I understand you own this airfield.
Yeah, my partner and I own the strip together. Yeah.
Now, you also have a collection of your own airplanes here?
Correct.
And you're also a hot rodder.
That's right. Here we are today.
Well, before we get going and have a look at some of your airplanes and even take some of them up in the air, let's talk about your hot rod.
Okay. Well, this is a true 50s hot rod. It's a 29 Ford Roadster body on a 32 Ford chassis, with a 53 Canadian Merc flathead and 39 drivetrain.
So you take this out all the time. This is not something that you trailer. This is a driver for you.
This is a driver for us, correct.
So tell us what you have under the hood.
Well, we don't even have to take the hood off. You can take a quick look right through the side here. We've got a 1953 Canadian Mercury flathead that's been bored 3/16 over. Got a track cam and high compression heads. And it's a fun little car to drive.
It's all old school here too, I can tell you. Look at those wheels, the big wide white wall tires, and it looks great.
Thank you, Paul.
Well, I'm anxious to get going. So what do you say we start looking at some of the airplanes in your hangar?
Sure, come on in, let's take a look.
Walter, you have quite a collection here. Could you give us an overview of what you have?
Sure, these aircraft are all owned by different individuals in addition to myself. And they're all people that are interested in and have a passion for sport aviation and primarily classic aircraft.
Now, I'll describe them by color because I don't know anything about them. What about this green and yellow airplane?
Okay, the green and yellow one behind us is a Taylorcraft BC-12. They were very popular trainers, popular sport aircraft in the 40s and 50s. Two-place, cruise fairly fast on the amount of horsepower, economical to operate, and they offered the advantage of side-by-side seating, which was easier on the instructor.
Well, let's have a look at the yellow one with the black stripe.
Sure. This is a post-war aircraft, an Aranca Champ. Everyone's familiar with Piper Cubs, you know, and the general public and as a whole tends to think of every little airplane that flies over as a Piper Cub. This one happens to be painted very similarly to a Piper Cub, but it's not. Champs offered tandem seating, meaning front and back, like a Cub, but they were more roomy, better visibility. They really were a little better trainer and a little better airplane for comfort, but they never got the notoriety of the Cub.
Walter, I see another one there. It's red and white. I don't know. It looks pretty nice to me. Can we have a look at it?
Sure, it's a Taylorcraft. Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Okay, Paul, this is a neat little airplane. Let's take a look at this. This is a 1946 Taylorcraft BC-12. Very popular sport aircraft in the 40s and 50s, economical to operate, easy to own, easy to manipulate, side-by-side seating. So they were popular with instructors because you could communicate more easily with your student, because this is the day before electronics and before headsets and intercoms and that sort of thing. And they've become very popular again because of economical to operate. Go pretty fast on a low horsepower engine, go 100 miles an hour on 65 horse. Great little airplane.
Let me ask you a question. We've seen a number of airplanes here, and what do they run in price? Say if somebody wants to buy an airplane, I mean, compare that with hot rods.
You know, they really run the gamut. You know, if you're looking for a pristine, accurate restoration, this airplane might bring $35,000 or $40,000. If you want a nice flying airplane with a low-time engine and not a lot of goodies in it, you just want to go out and fly, in the $20,000 range. So in a lot of ways, they're really more affordable than hot rods. Hot rods have really gone up a lot in recent years. People are building them from all kit components, and you know, as you know, if you want to build a car from parts, it's going to be pretty expensive.
Boy, this is a lot of fun. I can't wait to see more of what you got here. I understand that we're going to see some antique trucks in a little while.
Yes, we are. We're going to see the Rhode Island Antique Truck Club has some of their trucks here today in preparation for their fundraising show coming up this weekend.
Wow, sounds great. A lot more Cruisin' New England when we come back.
Order a bunch of parts to get ready for the car show this weekend?
And I got a hot deal, too.
You think? Think again.
Oh, man.
Tired of back orders? You need NPD. With 4 strategically located superstores, orders are shipped direct to your door within 1 to 3 business days. National Parts Depot has quality restoration parts for Ford Truck, Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, and Firebird. For your free catalog, visit NPD online or call toll-free.
When September comes, the party begins. Cruise on over to the Big E in West Springfield, Mass, September the 13th through the 29th.
Experience McMulkin Chevrolet, one of the largest volume new and pre-owned Corvette dealers in the country.
I came here because I heard McMulkin has the largest selection of Corvettes in the Northeast. I bought a GR1 because I wanted the fastest production car out there.
McMulkin has one of the most extensive inventories of coupes and convertibles, available and ready for delivery.
The Taj Mahal of Chevy dealerships. If you haven't been around, you got to come and check this place out.
Make it the true American sports car, Corvette. McMulkin Chevrolet is your Corvette dealer.
Cruisin' New England magazine. Plan your cruise and car show season. Subscribe today at cruisingnewengland.com or call 508-428-8055.
Cash for Gold, the place to sell your unwanted gold and diamonds. Where you sell your jewelry is as important as where you buy it. We at Cash for Gold are diamond and gold specialists. We will buy all size diamonds, gold chains, rings, bracelets, silver coins, and even broken jewelry. Often we pay 2 to 3 times higher than pawn shop prices. We also pay up to 90% of the daily price of both diamonds and gold. We are the original, authentic, family-run Cash for Gold and have been for more than 28 years. Visit us at 527 South Broadway, Route 28 in Salem, New Hampshire. Would you like more information about the Cruisin New England Car Show series? Go to our website at cruisinnewengland.com.
We're back with Walter, and things are going to start to get exciting for me because we're going to actually take these airplanes up for a ride.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about this one.
This is a 1977 Cessna 180 Skywagon. Aluminum construction, modern engine, modern electronics, that sort of stuff. Where these had 225 horsepower. They also had the benefit of a constant speed propeller, meaning better takeoff performance, more efficient cruise performance, good traveling machine, good all-around airplane.
Hey, Walter, I'm excited. Can we get going?
Sure.
I can't wait to get up in the air.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, Paul, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it. In response to a demand from backwoods operators and people that needed a 4-place to 6-place airplane that could haul a better load, get out of a shorter strip than their existing Model 170. So originally they basically took a 170 airframe, beefed it up, added a much bigger engine. 170s had 145 horsepower, these had 225 horsepower. They also had the benefit of a constant speed propeller, meaning better takeoff performance, more efficient cruise performance. And the airplane really became very popular very quickly, and they still are popular today. Good traveling machine, good all-around airplane.
Boy, this is a lot of fun. I can't wait to see more of what you got here.
We're going to see the Rhode Island Antique Truck Club has some of their trucks here today.
Wow, sounds great.
So Walter, now we're going to meet up with some antique truck owners.
Okay. Paul, I'd like to introduce you to Jackie Volatile from the Rhode Island Antique Truck Club.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Paul.
I guess you brought some vehicles for us to see here today.
Yes, we did.
You know, before we have a look at some of the vehicles, why don't you tell me a little bit about your club?
Okay, absolutely. What I'd like to say is that our club is made up of all age people who enjoy the hobby of antique vehicles. We are proud that we have been able to either preserve them or restore them, because a lot of them do have some great history to them, and hopefully they will be around for our future generations to enjoy.
Jackie, I can't wait to meet some of your club members and see their trucks.
I will introduce you to one right now. Paul, this is Paul LaValle.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Okay.
What did you bring with you today to share with us?
I brought a 1929 AB Mack truck that is chain driven. And originally this truck had a Heil dump body on it, but now it has a small oak dump, small regular flatbed body.
Now, why did you make the change?
Because I was looking for something that was lighter in weight, because right now the truck, the way it sits, is 7,200 pounds. And at 25 miles an hour is the maximum speed that's on a flat surface.
So what type of a motor is in this Mack?
It's a flathead 4-cylinder engine which produces approximately 33 horsepower. It doesn't have a starter, it's hand crank start, and it runs very well.
Well, it's a beautiful vehicle, it's very historic, and thanks for sharing it with me.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, Jackie, who are we going to meet next?
We'll just move on.
Okay, we'll move on to the next vehicle.
There you go. All right, now I'd like to introduce you to my husband, Roger Volatile.
Nice to meet you, Roger.
Glad to know you.
President of the RI Antique Truck Club.
Wow, that was a beautiful truck. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's a 1936 Ford, ton and a half, Model 51. It's got a V8 engine and an 85 horsepower. It was an ex-milk truck, but we just took the milk cans off because they make a lot of noise, cling, clanging, and whatnot.
Well, it's a beautiful truck. Thanks for sharing it with us.
All right, thank you.
Well, I see a big dump truck up there. Let's go have a look at that one.
Okay, we'll move on to Paul. This truck here actually belongs to my son, Matt Volatile.
Hi. Matt, nice to meet you.
Vice President of the RI Antique Truck Club.
Beautiful truck. Tell me about it.
It's a 1949 Sterling, model HC144. It was a 3-year restoration with my father and I. The truck is powered by Waukesha 517 cubic inch, 125 horsepower, with a 5-speed fuller, with a drive shaft with a 3-speed auxiliary.
So you did a wonderful job with it, and thanks for sharing with us today.
Thank you.
When we come back, a lot more historic trucks right here on Cruisin' New England. Welcome to the Town Fair Tire Recognition Award Series. Each week we're going to be giving away an award to recognize a classic car owner throughout New England. I'm here with Jim Giuliano. He's the Vice President of Marketing and Advertising for Town Fair Tire.
Paul, Town Fair Tire is a proud sponsor of the Recognition Award Series. At the end of the series, we're going to have a Town Fair Tire Choice Award winner for the $500 gift certificate.
It's going to be very exciting. Jim, let me introduce you to Jim Keene.
Jim, tell us a little bit about your car.
It's a 1993 Indy 500 pace car Camaro, original mileage 52.
It's an awesome looking car, and thanks from Town Fair Tire. We'd like to present you with a plaque and a gift certificate.
Get to Town Fair Tire. You always get free mounting, free flat repair, free tire rotation, free snow tire changeover. Drive with confidence. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Jackie, who do we going to talk to next?
Okay, next up we have Al Bowder. Al owns this Ford truck.
Al, looks like a 1951 Ford pickup to me.
Yes, sir, it is.
Tell us about what you have here.
It's a Seamus Green truck. It's got the original flathead engine in it, original V8 engine. It's been pretty much restored, I imagine, more than once. The last time it was restored by a man in North Kingstown, and it is a local truck. I think it spent its whole life in Rhode Island.
Thanks for sharing it with us here today.
You're welcome.
Now, I don't know what this is coming up. Is this a kit vehicle, or what are we going to have a look at now?
This is a surprise here. This is a Cruisin, and it's owned by our club member, Jim Sylvester. Jim.
How you doing?
Hi, Jim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What do you got here? Looks like a mini Jeep.
It's a 1950 Cruisin. It belonged to my grandfather. I've had it in the family for 3 generations. And this vehicle can run all kinds of utilities. You can get a plow, a sickle bar, a lawnmower for it. It's one of the things where they call it, you can go to town with it. You can work in your yard and drive to town to get groceries or whatever else.
What kind of power does it have?
26 horsepower Cruisin engine.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, you don't see many of these around, so it's got to be a pretty rare vehicle.
Yes, it is. Yes, around here, mostly in Ohio, you can see a lot of these out there where they were made.
Thanks a lot for sharing it with us here today.
My pleasure.
Oh, what are we going to see next, Jackie?
Okay, Paul, this next truck also belongs to Jim Sylvester.
Jim, you're going from one extreme to the next, man. This little vehicle over this little Crosby to this big Mack truck.
It's a 1950 LF Mack horse. It's got a 510 Mack engine in it. I've had this for about 28 years.
What would you have used this truck for?
From what I understand, this truck used to run from Millis, Mass to New York, hauling Coca-Cola and shingles.
Wow.
And that's the story I've got with the truck.
Now, how important it is to have that type of documentation in terms of the value? I think historically it's great to know that Coca-Cola actually hauled Coca-Cola with this truck is awesome.
It is. It's nice to know what it did, and I've got that right from the Mack Museum down in Allentown. You know, I sent them all the numbers and stuff, and they sent me some of the history back and a line set ticket. I have that at home. And it's just a great piece. I love driving it.
Well, thanks for sharing the two extremes, the little and the big. I see we have one more, Jackie, to look at. It looks like a 1918 vehicle up here, and it's got some lettering on it, Sheet Metal Company. Let's have a look at this one.
Our last truck is our club member, Tom Cash.
Hi, Tom. Nice to meet you.
Paul. Nice to meet you, too.
Hey, I see this VF 1918. I'm into license plates. What's that?
That is a volunteer fire department plate, so that when you approach the fire, people would know that you should go through.
So what are you going to share with us today?
This is a 1930 Ford pickup, the Model A that everybody knows about, 4-cylinder. It's a somewhat primitive truck for 1930. Ford was a little behind the times, but I like it for the nostalgia of it, and I'm a Model A man.
Well, let's talk about the lettering on it. I mean, that really adds to this vehicle to have it actually lettered with a company name on it.
Well, I went on the internet and I looked up J.F. Rao, and the company really did exist. And now it's been bought out by another family, but still operates under that name. So they restored it probably, I'm guessing, 10 years ago. And I did buy it in Connecticut. This outfit is from West Hartford, Connecticut.
It's awesome, and it really adds to the vehicle.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing it with us here today.
All right, you're welcome.
Hey, you know something, folks? When we come back, it's up, and away, all here on Cruisin' New England.
Hi, my name is Neil Murley, Murley's Car Care Center. We are Southern New England's Sunoco race fuel dealer. Save on Sunoco race fuel right off Route 3 in Weymouth Heights. And good luck on the track.
These are the faces of childhood food allergies. To these kids, it's not about the inconvenience of restricting peanut products and other food allergens at school or at camp. To more than 6 million of our precious children, it can be a matter of life and death. Help us keep all of our children safe. Learn to recognize allergic reactions. Know the facts about food allergies.
Visit the Wood Museum of Springfield History in Springfield, Mass., home of the world's largest Indian motorcycle collection, and Springfield-built cars like Rolls-Royce and the Duryea. Would you like information about Cruisin' New England Productions? Cruisin' New England magazine has been the premier auto and events magazine for over 20 years. Cruisin' New England Car Show series includes the Elite Dream Machines at Mohegan Sun Casino, the Super Wheel Showdown on City Hall Plaza, Boston, the Circle of Champions at the Big E Fair, and the Spooktacular Cruisin' Classic. Or for personal appearances by Paul Manette or advertising on our television show, contact us at cruisenewengland@aol.com.
Building Maintenance Services. We've been servicing the Northeast since 1990. We service and repair revolving doors, automatic and handicap doors. We can help you design an attractive, efficient entrance you can be proud of. Protect your investment and secure your property with yearly maintenance contracts and 24-hour service. Whether in office, medical, or commercial high-rise, we'll get the job done right for you. Building Maintenance Services.
Walter, if we were at a car show and this was entered as an airplane, I'd pick this for best paint.
Okay. It's a 1947 Stinson 108. Has the original Franklin 150 horse engine in it. Stinsons are wonderful flying airplanes. They have smooth controls. If you had to describe them in any way, they do everything well. They don't do anything great. And I spent about 6.5 years restoring it, and here it is.
You know, it's very similar to hot rodding. They'll spend 5, 6, 7 years to build a hot rod.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm anxious to take it for a ride. What do you say we take it up?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Now, this is going to be your...
You have air conditioning?
Yeah. As soon as we start it up, it will. As soon as we start it up, it'll be a little bit better than a car.
Oh, this is great.
Clear. This was my first airplane. The first airplane I owned myself, and it's a 1947 Stinson 108. Has the original Franklin 150 horse engine in it. Stinsons are wonderful sport aircraft, 4-place, 4-passenger. This airplane has a little history. It's actually been based here at this field now for almost 50 years. I bought it from the prior owner of the airfield back in the 80s, and I spent about 6.5 years restoring it, and here it is. So what do you think, Paul?
I'm glad to be back on the road.
Okay, Paul, let me introduce you to two pilots that use our field here. Augie Gorick and Bill Cooley. They own this beautiful Stearman, and they're going to tell you a little bit about the airplane and get you a little historical ride.
Wow, this is awesome. I can't wait to get up in it. Tell us about it.
Okay, this is a 1943 Boeing PT-17. It's a pilot trainer that was used during World War II to train our Army and also the Navy pilots had a similar version of this aircraft. They restored it approximately 25 years ago to put it back into the original military configuration as the pilot trainer for World War II.
Wow, this is really amazing, and I can't wait to get this thing up in the air.
It was declared surplus by the government in 1944, and then it became a crop duster in California.
Only here on Cruisin New England. I want to thank Walter, I want to thank Jackie and the Rhode Island Antique Truck Club. It's been a great day.
and it's not over yet. I'm Paul Minette. Until next time, I'll be cruising New England.